Welcome back, everybody, to our 2023 New Year's Kickoff, in which we're going to play some games for the Sega Genesis, 4 of them, starting with Jeopardy!
Jeopardy!
Dollar figures are in place, and let's get to the categories.
You want the category?
6-letter words, movie trivia, fashion, sculpture, hunting, and we're going to close it out with business. Alright, I feel good about this. We're really yawning. Business for 100. The color of ink used for negative entries in an account ledger. What is red?
You are right.
I'll take business for 200. Goods go under the hammer at this kind of event. What's an auction?
You are right.
Business 300. Check cashing term meaning to sign on the back. What is endorse?
You are right.
Business 400. Hiring more workers than a job needs or furnishing grandma's sleeping quarters. What is feather bedding?
You are right.
Business 500. Word said to be derived from the practice of trimming coins with a bezel. What is embezzle? Uh-oh. That's more like it.
You are right.
Ran the category. $1,500 cash. Let's keep it going. Look over fashion for 100. This New York-based national department store abbreviates its name as SFA. What is Saks Fifth Avenue?
You are right.
I'll take fashion for 200. Term for someone who makes men's chapeau, whether he's mad or not. What's a hatter?
You are right.
Fashion for 300. Got all the cash wrapped up here. The Marciano brothers founded the company that makes this questionable fashion label. What is Guess?
You are right.
Fashion for 400. And it's a daily double. I can risk any or all of my 2,100. I'd like to risk all of it, please. A 5, 7, or 9, the number that precedes the name West on the popular shoe brand, was 9.
You are right.
Double my score to $4,200. Fashion for 500. In 1988, the fashion industry lost billions on this style, shunned by professional women. What is the miniskirt?
You are right.
Ran the category again, $4,700. I'll take hunting for 100. Dog breed used to flush rabbits from cover, though Snoopy prefers big game. What's a beagle? What are beagles, I should say? Almost got it. There we go.
You are correct.
Hunting 200. The doll, stone, and desert bighorn are North American species of this game animal. What's a sheep?
You are correct.
Hunting 300. Snares, pitfalls, and baits are used in this very old method of hunting. What's trapping?
You are correct.
Hunting for 400. After the kill, you do this again with a knife, not high heels and an evening gown. What is dressing?
You are correct.
Hunting for 500. These aiming lines of a scope are sometimes made of spider web. What are crosshairs?
You are correct.
$6,200 that we ran 3 categories, excuse me. Movie trivia 100. He was Jerome Littlefield, the disorderly orderly. I'm just gonna say who was Jerry Lewis. That's the only one that's coming to mind. I don't know if that's right or not, but final answer.
You are correct.
Oh, that's the right one. Good. Movie trivia for 200. The first film featuring Father Flanagan. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to pass. I'll give it to John. It was Boys Town.
You are correct.
So that's where my lucky streak ends for now, but that's okay. I'm not gonna swing over it. The unofficial inspiration for TV's Happy Days, Cisco asked, "Where were you in '62? What is American Graffiti?" Very good movie, I should say.
You are correct.
I'll take movie trivia for 400. It was Norman Bates' hobby in Psycho, so don't tell him to stuff it. What is taxidermy?
You are correct.
Movie trivia for 500. He played Mrs. Miniver, Mr. Miniver to Greer Garson's Mrs. Miniver. Forgot. Logan buzzes in. And he says, Walter Pigeon. Okay.
You are correct.
I would not have come up with that one. Over to 6-letter words. Okay. Sleek black cat or sleek British car, no matter what the color. What is a jaguar?
You are correct.
6-letter words for 200. Most cats will do this upon most mice. What is pounce?
You are correct.
6-letter words for 300. A large Indian crocodile or a large Central Park thug. What is a mugger?
You are correct.
6-letter words for 400, please. Gone by it again, or a fancy name for a meal. What is a repast?
You are correct.
Let's have 600 words for 500, please. Texans call this city the Big D. What is Dallas?
You are correct.
Okay. Sculpture 100. His only signed work is the Pieta in the Vatican. Who is Michelangelo?
You are correct.
Sculpture for 200. A gold statue of Prometheus towers over the ice rink of this New York landmark. What is Central Park? It's either Central Park or Rockefeller Center. I'll just say what is Central Park.
Sorry.
No, got it wrong. No.
Sorry.
It is Rockefeller Center.
You are correct.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Disarming statue unearthed by a peasant on the Greek island of Melos in 1820. What's the Venus de Milo?
You are correct.
Color block, haha. You can't get through. A Berlin home is home to the famous bust of this Egyptian queen. Who is Nefertiti?
You are correct.
Okay. Though it represents a woman, his 5-story Chicago structure has been called a baboon. Who is Pablo Picasso?
You are correct.
$9,600, John 400, Logan 300. So let's go ahead and get ready to start playing round 2, which is otherwise called
Double Jeopardy. You are the category.
U.S. states, all that jazz, landmarks, Tennessee Williams, Sport of Kings, and we'll close it out with automobiles. All right. I'm gonna love these categories. Ooh, jazz for 200. Instrument Satchel played. What's the trumpet?
You are correct.
All that jazz for 400. Oh, I got the daily double. How about that? Let's bet it all. As Duke Ellington wrote, it don't mean a thing if it ain't got this. What is swing?
You are correct.
Oh yeah. All that jazz for 6. Scott Joplin's brand of music, it brought jazz out of the fancy houses. What's ragtime?
You are correct.
In 1924, Paul Whiteman introduced his first Gershwin concert jazz piece. What is Rhapsody in Blue?
You are correct.
Mel and Ella excel at this, singing meaningless syllables instead of words. What is scatting?
You are correct.
Okay, I'll have automobiles for 2. Though thought of as an early car, it was built by the Stanley Twins Company until 1924. What's the Stanley steamer?
You are correct.
Automobiles for 400. Yep, he and Clark Gable bought the only 2 SSJs Duesenberg sold. Who is Gary Cooper?
You are correct.
Automobiles for 6. In 1908, the Model K of this luxury car was the first to use standard parts. What's a Cadillac?
You are correct.
Automobiles 800. In 1932, it was the first company to sell a low-priced car with a V8 engine. What is Ford?
You are correct.
And 1,000 for automobiles. To conserve gas and rubber, this was the speed limit for much of World War II. What was 35 miles per hour?
You are correct.
That's good for another 1,000. I'm at $25,000 right now. Let's take landmarks for 200. On the Vienna Memorial to this composer, the figures represent his 9 symphonies. Who is Ludwig von Beethoven? Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs.
You are correct.
Landmarks 400. You have to lie down on top of a castle and hang your head over the wall if you want to kiss this. What is the Blarney Stone?
You are correct.
Landmarks for 600. In the 1830s, part of this palace became a museum dedicated to all the glories of France. What is Versailles?
You are correct.
Landmarks 800. The coronation throne of England is in the chapel of Edward the Confessor in this building. What is Westminster Abbey? There we go.
You are correct.
Landmarks for 1,000. This museum by the Hudson houses the Metropolitan Museum's collection of medieval art. What is the Guggenheim?
Sorry.
Wrong. The cloisters. Oh yeah.
You are correct.
Keep it going with U.S. states for 200. 13th to enter the Union, it must have been Providence, or we'd have had a flag with 12 stripes. What is Rhode Island?
You You are correct.
U.S. states for 400. While New York is the Empire State of the North, this is the Empire State of the South. What is Georgia?
You are correct.
U.S. states for 600. And the I'll bet it all again. The geographic center of this state is Delaware, 25 miles north of Columbus. What is Ohio?
You are correct.
$53,200. A lot of cash. Both Sun Valley and the craters of the moon are tourist attractions of this state. Is Idaho?
You are correct.
U.S. states 1000. Francis Scott Key didn't have to leave this, his home state, to spend the night near Fort McHenry. What is Maryland?
You are correct.
Sport of Kings for 2. The pari-mutuel system lets you place one of these legally. What's a bet?
You are correct.
I'll take Sport of Kings for 400. A race where faster horses carry more weight than slower ones. What's a handicap race?
You are correct.
I'll take Sport of Kings for 600. Racehorse that runs well on a wet track or a Bronx mommy. What's a mutter?
You are correct.
And I'll continue on with 800 for the same category. The oldest race in the Triple Crown. What's the Belmont Stakes?
You are correct.
Sport of Kings for 1,000. Okay, last clue in that category. In 1919 through 20, this four-legged battleship won 20 of 21 stars. Men of war.
You are correct.
Alright. Tennessee Williams for 200. Season he paired with Smoke and Suddenly. What is summer?
You are correct.
400. The Roman Spring of Mrs. Stone was one of only 2 he had published. What is a screenplay? What are screenplays?
Sorry.
Oh, no way. No.
Sorry.
Oh, novels.
You are correct.
Okay. Play which featured a gentleman caller and was originally called The Gentleman Caller. What is the Glass Menagerie?
You are correct. You are correct.
Now the last clue. Or 800, sorry. His real first name. Sorry, we have another clue after this one. It's Thomas.
You are correct. You are correct.
He rewrote the third act of Cat on a Hot Tin Roof at the request of the stage and screen director. Oh, I don't remember this one. Well,
Sorry.
John is not going to be around for Final Jeopardy, it looks like. Eli, Kazan.
You are correct. You are correct.
1900, and I'm out front with $59,200. Let's play Final Jeopardy. And the category is... I feel good about this one. I'm going all in. Timberline, a mineral whose metals are found in almost every city in this country. South Africa.
Know the correct. Know the correct response.
So I'm gonna end up with $118,400. And I'll see you all for another game right after this.